If you're easily offended, I don't recommend watching this video, or if you have some weird sentimental attachment to people that make up bollocks for a career, then I also don't recommend watching this video. This is a video response to KVD's absolute disgrace of an entitled video where he cries about the bans. Literally the entire way through his video, I was just sat there I can only describe it as utter disbelief. The level of ego you have to say the things he did. I mean, he didn't have a camera on, but with a straight face. It was very clear he was not being sarcastic, wasn't trying to be funny, wasn't trying to be edgy. He genuinely believed the bollocks that he himself was spouting. The level of arrogance you have is unreal. So, in just complete me fashion, let's have a look, analyze, and then pick apart literally every word he says. Honestly, I'm genuinely speechless.
What's going on, YouTube? Kamikaze Von Doom here with another Division 2 video, so sit back, relax, grab that popcorn. Don't forget to hit that like. Subscribe if you haven't already.
Yes, subscribe so you can get some of the worst builds, worst advice, but the best exploits that get you banned.
Let me know what you think in the comment section below, but today, holy banana pancakes, Batman.
Holy banana cakes, Batman. What are you, 12? And no, don't comment, because I have replies, responses, messages, DMs. I don't even have Twitter, and I'm getting tweets about it, of how if you even disagree slightly with KVD, he literally insults you, your children, your family tree, and then if you still don't give up, he'll just delete your fucking comment. So there's no point actually trying to spark a conversation with him, because the man is a fucking child.
I did not see this one coming, and holy crap, this is going to shake up the community. Oh man, I don't know how to put this one lightly, but people are getting banned, people are getting rolled back, and people got compensated with something they did not want.
What did we see coming? Or what did you not see coming because you live under a fucking rock? The bans, the rollbacks? We've been warned about this for months. They said it after they changed the XP on floor 100, that they are looking for ways to limit the amount of XP gains for oversights that they personally have put into the game. We even got exotic components out of it. Floor 10, I was like the first person ever to report on floor 10. Okay, I know a lot about floor 10. I farmed floor 10 a lot. We were told if this sort of behaviour continues on, there will be repercussions. Then Fei Lao happened. People got banned, and we were told again that if this continues, there will be more bans, rollbacks. Like, what part did you not see coming? What part did you not compute in that tiny, pathetic mind of yours? This part, he's talking about the compensation for the apparel event that apparently bugged out and people missed things, XYZ. It's seasonal content. Name me a game that doesn't have seasonal content lately. So many games, like even Minecraft has like seasonal content. If you miss the season or something goes wrong, shit bust, buttercup. Guess what you gotta do? Either wait for that season to come back around, or you pay for it. Sure, it's shit. I get that. But it's not like Division or Massive or Ubisoft are the only games, developers, publishers that are doing this. Every Activision game, pretty much. Every Blizzard game, pretty much. If you miss seasonal content, shit bust, suck it up, buttercup, get on with your life. There is a vector skin. I've forgotten what it's called. It's like golden red or something. It looks pretty cool. I really want it. It was one of the seasonal track rewards. I think it was like season 3 or season 4. I missed it. I can't even buy it. But I want the skin. I want it. I want to play with it. It looks really cool. I like the look of it. But I can't get it. I don't even have the option to pay for it. Deal with it. I have.
Who knows? Anyways, I wanted to show that because they also mention the compensation. Now let's talk about the bans and rollbacks. So to do so, we need to jump over to Twitter. And this isn't good, folks. This is not good. I'm not I'm not happy with this decision, and I hope someone up there gets fired.
You fucking what?
Yes, I said that. And the second Division Heartland comes out, I'm over there.
Mate, don't even bother. Just do us all a favour and just disappear into the ether, okay? No, that's not a threat or me saying anything bad. I'm just saying he should quit while he's fucking ahead. Leaving exploits in the game is a negative effect on 1, the game, 2, the game's longevity, and 3, the vast majority of the player base. Leaving exploits in the game while people are abusing them and having no repercussions for those people is even worse, because then little Timmy doing glitch XYZ, earning all this XP, leveling up. Oh, if little Timmy can do it, I can do it too. Oh, if Dod can do it, so can fucking Rise. If Rise can do it, so can Ronan. If Ronan can do it, so can Octa. Knock-on effect, chain reaction. Before you know it, you literally have an unfair equilibrium on the overall player base, especially for new players coming into it, because now, simply just because PvP is actually becoming a more prominent thing, there is literally a clip somewhere. I tried finding it, I can't. There is a clip of a player who is like SHD, like 700k. He is running a full red, perfect last cannon build in the DZ. It takes 8 people to team up and kill him. That is what you are trying to get the majority of the player base on board with. That is literally what you're trying to do. The level of ego behind this is actually unreal, and I can't believe that you would actually call for someone to get fired for doing their bloody job. I've actually heard that you got removed from the ETF, the Elite Task Force, because you actually expressed these opinions to them. You're the one that got fired. You should be fired from fucking YouTube. Your account should be not banned, fucking deleted. You are that scummy. It's unreal that you have the audacity to say these things out loud, and to your community, where you are literally like one of, or if not the largest Division 2 content creator, and you put this out there. You teach people how to cheat and exploit the game to literally damage the game that so many of us love and try our best to work at and get good at, and you harm it. You actively harm it. You little shit.
This team is digging a grave, and we all know who's digging that grave. Anyways.
Yeah, you are digging the grave, because you are forcing their hand to act on these things, because when you put a video out, you get tens of thousands of views, tens of thousands of community members within this game watch your content, and when you put something out like, oh yeah, just do this, you get XP, fucking by the dozens, bloody blah, yeah, it's fine, go for it. They'll bloody do it. And then you force the developers' hands to do something like this. You are the problem.
Now, this was just posted an hour ago, and this is not good. All right, here we go.
No, this is good. It literally says, you cheat, get kicked. That's literally it. That's literally all it says, and you're going to complain about it.
A message from the Division 2 team. We want to take a moment to address an important matter concerning the Descent game mode. We are aware that certain players have been exploiting a bug in the game that allows players to join another player already in Descent through the Ubisoft interface and gain unfair amounts of XP and shade levels. Ubisoft Connect interface. So again, they're saying it's through their Ubisoft Connect interface, even though I showed that you could do it on Xbox without using any sort of Ubisoft Connect at all.
What's that got to do with anything? All you're doing is bragging about the fact that you've done this and shared the information about it, confirming that you are actually the bigger problem in the game. That's literally all that statement is. Oh, I showed you could do it without Ubisoft Connect. What do you want, a fucking cookie? Cunt.
All you had to do is invite your Xbox friend and they could join right up. I remember hearing that PlayStation did not really have this problem, so I'm assuming the Ubisoft Connect interface is really like down to the PC players.
Again, this is all just completely immaterial. What does the platform have to do with it? What does you showing it, other than the fact that it clearly shows that you're a prick, actually have to do with it? You're not actually saying anything. You're just saying that there is a bug. We know there is a bug. Get on with it. Like, do you actually know how to report on anything? Although, gotta give credit where credit's due. Thank you very much for actually keeping this video under 40 fucking minutes.
Next up, it says, we take these issues very seriously and are committed to maintaining a fair and enjoyable gaming environment for all players. We have thoroughly investigated the situation and identified individuals who have systematically used exploits. So they have thoroughly investigated the situation and identified individuals who systematically used exploits. Remember, they don't really know if you did it or not. They are only using algorithms to catch people.
What a complete oxymoron. They don't know if you did it or not, but they're using algorithms to catch people. They can only catch you if you did it. So they do know. And algorithms are typically quite reliable. I mean, the way in which Ubisoft uses algorithms is a bit weird and sketchy, but if we're able to see, or their algorithm is able to show, that you went up 10,000 SHD in 24 hours, I'm going to say there's something a little bit fucking sketchy going on there.
Because remember, it's all about the amount of XP and shade levels. That's all. That is all these devs care about.
In this instance, I actually, agree. Simply just because that is what the glitch does. There's no point caring about whether or not this glitch gives people X, Y, Z, because all of it ties to your XP and shade level gain per hour. Now, I don't know what the actual average XP gain or SHD level gain per hour is across the entire board. I can typically do, if I'm full on hard grinding, I can do about 40, 50 levels an hour. Like, depending on what's going on in the world, I can do about 1 SHD a minute. If I start going up 10 SHD a minute, there's your problem. So yeah, that is what they should be caring about. Find the people that are going well above this 1 SHD a minute. Who cares if they're finding exotics at an alarming rate? You solve the XP part of it, you solve the exotic part of it. There's no point just solving the exotic part of it when it's tied to the XP part.
They just don't want you to get higher levels.
Bollocks! They want people to get higher levels because that means that they're going to increase the longevity of their game. It means people have played longer. It means people have a larger, more communal-based influence on their actual game. I know some of the highest level players on PC. Like, I can throw so many names at you right now, but I'm not going to drag them into the mess of a video I am making to completely show that you are literally talking out of your ass. They even did a community post a couple months back celebrating some person on a hardcore character that got, I think it was like 50k SHD on a hardcore character. This was a huge achievement for them, let alone that player. And you're saying that they don't want you to get higher SHDs. Mate, do you know what you're even talking about? Like, are you seriously that arrogant?
Now here we go. As a result, we will be imposing appropriate sanctions on the players involved in accordance with our policies. First-time offenders who have exploited this feature will receive a 2-week suspension starting immediately and will be unable to play the game during this time. Furthermore, sanctioned players will be flagged, and any further occurrence will result in a increased suspension duration.
You're right there, KVD. Your voice was getting a bit wobbly there. You okay? Do you need me to call someone?
Sanctioned players will be flagged, and any further occurrence will result in a increased.
Now, I'm actually not trying to poke fun here because I know for a fact KVD earns all of his money from YouTube. I just wish he would do it under better circumstances. However, if he has got banned, this will have a knock-on effect on his livelihood, his income, etc., etc. And in that regard, I do feel for you. However, this is like just complaining that you're going to prison because you stole something. Well, why did you steal something? It's kind of your own fault. You are in this mess. And I feel for you for the fact that you're potentially going to be losing a good amount of income if you have been banned. But at the same time, you've got no one to blame but yourself.
Multiple offenses will result in a permanent suspension or ban. Next, it says we will also... Oh my God, there's more.
Yes, of course there's more. This is a large issue that has affected pretty much the majority of the player base. Of course there's going to be more because they need to address it. You don't get to complain about this, at all. Considering as well that, like I said, you are probably the biggest Division 2 content creator, and you reported on this and basically did a step-by-step guide on how to repeat this, how to do it for you, your friends, your team, whatever. You gave people a step-by-step guide. This is pretty much entirely your fault.
Okay. We will also be taking action to roll back illegitimate players' progression. Wow. Dude. Okay.
Now, I've said it a few times, I'm Aspergic, and I'm pretty shit with emotion. But even I know going, wow, okay, is the wrong emotion to have there. You should be glad of this. If you cheat at a game, there should be repercussions. If you exploit in a game, there should be repercussions. If you illegitimately gain levels through zero work that you yourself have put into grinding and time spending in that game, you should be punished. End of conversation.
Sanctioned players' accounts will be rolled back, causing all of their account progress through the exploit to be reset. So if you did this exploit, they're going to revert you all the way back to before you even used it. Holy crap. We believe it is crucial to ensure that everyone has an equal opportunity to succeed and compete on a level playing field. Bullshit.
Actually, the only bullshit here is your response to it. I have been part of many communities, many games, and if you did this in their games, they wouldn't roll you back to the start of the exploit. They would Control-Alt-Delete your account, and the only way in which you could play that game again would to be buying a brand new version of the game and basically starting from zero. What they're doing is actually incredibly gracious and generous and actually allowing people, regardless of whether they cheated or not and how they did it, they are allowing people back into the game. You just have to start from where you were before Descent, which is very, very lenient. Very lenient. To actually put this into perspective, one of the people I know of, I wouldn't say they're a friend, I was going to try and take a screenshot, but I realised it might actually implicate them or cause more problems for them. However, when Descent came out, they were around SHD 5,600, nothing special. I checked on their progress last Wednesday. They were SHD 112,000. This isn't like a tiny bit of XP that you're getting. You can jump up massive leaps and bounds for literally doing nothing, for joining a friend, for joining someone else in Countdown. You can go up hundreds of thousands of XP in minimal time. I'm literally talking like a day.
We believe it is crucial to ensure that all players have equal opportunities. Okay. Thank you for understanding and cooperation. We are committed to upholding the spirit of our game. Bullshit. and providing you with the best possible gaming experience. Not by doing this. So stupid.
Absolutely by doing this. Absolutely. I would actually personally argue from my end that considering the level of this bug and the fact that we've already had fair warning 3 times, floor 100, floor 10, Feilau, we've had fair warning. There shouldn't be suspensions. There should be full-on account delete in this instance, considering the gravity of this fucking exploit.
This is stupid. It truly is. You might as well have banned people doing the floor 100 farm, doing the floor 10 farm, and doing the Anderson mission farm.
This just shows KVD's lack of understanding of these areas, these interactions that we were able to have with the game. Floor 100 was 2 levels every 2 minutes. Open world events doing convoys was legitimately faster. You could farm more XP doing open world 5 directives than you could level 100 summit on legendary with 9-10 directives. Open world was faster. The only reason we did floor 100 was because of the drops. At that time, countdown did not exist. Farming 4-5 legendary hunters with that amount of directives gave us better drop rates. So if we were farming for a specific type of gear, unicorns, etc., floor 100 was typically the way to go. It was also mostly the same with floor 10. Floor 10, depending on your group, you would get an average of 1 level a minute. I can still do that in the open world right now. In terms of XP gain, it's not that different. The only difference would be is floor 10 was convenient and there wasn't a day-night cycle. Not sure if people know this, but during the night time, at the time of the floor 10 farm, convoys were the best, but during the night time, convoys didn't spawn. Convoys were a daytime spawn. You could get convoys at night, but they were few and far between. Floor 10 just removed this. And it also alleviated the teleporting around, RNG, etc., etc. But in terms of XP gain per minute, it was near identical to open world. You weren't really gaining that much over others. Sure, you could argue you were still gaining over other players, but to be fair, there was no damage being caused by floor 10 or floor 100, unlike the Anderson farm, which bugged out the remainder of the game, and depending on what server you were on, certain things became unplayable, like Iron Horse, like Countdown. It made things difficult, and players were banned for the Anderson farm. Just to put my hands up, I actively farmed floor 10. I actively farmed it. I am a floor 10 farmer. At the time of this recording, the top right is not correct. This is actually an old recording that I hold in stock for moments like these. I am 12,122 SHD. 12,122. In my clan, I've got Herbie. He's 13k. He never farmed floor 10. I have Octa. He's 18k. He never farmed floor 10. What advantage do I have over them? What have I done? And yet, with Anderson farm, which bugged out the game, the Feilau farm, which bugged out the game and gave you ecstatic amounts of XP, and now with the Descent Glitch farm, you could get hundreds of thousands of levels in 24 hours. There is the difference, you fucking ignorant prick.
How is it no one got banned for fucking years? And then this team comes around, takes out every single XP farm.
Mate, where the fuck have you been in the game? Loads of people have got banned for damage glitches, XP glitches. Anyone remember the fucking shooting range glitch? Half the bloody community got banned. You'd go to the shooting range open world event thing, the target practice thing. Yeah, people got bloody banned. What the fuck are you on about? The mounted turret glitch with the shield where you could glitch your friggin' damage and do like 9 times what you should be. People got banned. People have been getting banned for fucking ages. Then there was the whole COVID thing. I'm aware, touchy subject for some people. We're going to glance over it. We didn't really have a dev team. We had like a skeleton crew of 3 people just maintaining it and just putting random seasons on repeat. And then we got a new dev team who seemed to be new to the whole dev thing, we've got to give them some leeway. Because one, they're working with a game that they don't know, that they didn't create. Two, I'm pretty sure by this point we all know that Division's code is absolute bloody spaghetti. And I'm pretty sure this new dev team have looked at the code and gone, oh my god, it's absolute fucking spaghetti. Which has also been highlighted by some of the maintenances, which are now called infrastructure work or whatever, taking longer. In one instance, the game was down for, I think it was like 16 hours. Now, I do not agree with everything this dev team is doing. I think Determined is the biggest mistake in this game, along with letting KVD keep his account. But they are trying. They are actively listening to community feedback, and they are trying, which is a lot more than what the old dev team did. So I'm sorry, but as much as I don't agree with everything they say, they are a million times better than the old one, and they're actively giving a shit about this game. We have not had patches, hot fixes, God knows what else, for how long? Over a year. And then these guys come in and they are fixing the game little by little. There are problems still, but they are getting around to every single one of them. And as far as I'm aware, the current dev team for Division 2 is like 20 people. And they are managing so much. We have to give them a little bit of a break. And yeah, we rant, we rave, we call them idiots, bloody, bloody, blah. But what the fuck, KVD? Are you that short-sighted?
And apparently now they're banning people and rolling them back. What? For what? Oh, for a problem in a game mode that you have?
That is a child's response. Absolutely a child's response. Let's flip this to a real-world example. Our real-world example is going to be played by Judge Faith Jenkins and Colin the criminal, okay? But Judge, I can't go to prison. Yes, you can. You literally murdered someone. That's not my fault. He shouldn't have been killable. You fucking what, mate? Just because you can do something doesn't mean you should. Fucking grow up, KVD. And I can't believe there's actually still more to go.
What? Are you serious? Oh, man, dude. This game, people are never going to forget this. Someone's going to get fired over this. This is stupid. And to furthermore back my thing, here is a nice quote. And this is from Tom Warren. Just so you know who Tom Warren is the senior editor at The Verge. He covers all things PC, console, and Microsoft. Okay? You click on Tom Warren, he's a pretty big deal. He nearly has, like come on, 250,000 followers.
Yes, because popularity means that you actually have any common sense or something important to say. I mean, look at you. In terms of like Division's popularity, you've got 74,000, but you're like the biggest idiot I've ever come across. And then you're actually using evidence from a senior editor of The fucking Verge. Like, are you on crack? Stevie Wonder describing Glitter as a more reliable source of information at this point. The Verge is one of the lowest reviewed technological handout products there is worldwide. And you're going to use them for a source of information. You're nuts, mate. You're fucking nuts. And again, same logic applies. Just because you can do something doesn't mean you should. It's why we have rules. I could go across the street and stab an old lady walking her dog right now. Hopefully she didn't hear that. But yeah, like when the police turn up, what's my answer going to be? Why'd you do it? Oh, she was killable. Just because you can do it doesn't mean you should. This is the logic of a child. And I seriously question The Verge's principles if they've got this idiot hired. It's the logic of a child or a fucking psychopath. He has got more, but I can't even process anymore. The level of ignorant, the level of ego that this clown is portraying in this one video is absolutely mind-boggling. I don't get it. I really don't. How can you have this much influence on a community and then shit all over it? And then how can you have this much influence on a community and be rewarded by the community for shitting all over it? Like, what the fuck? What is this? This is literally unreal and dumb fuck logic. I don't get it. Anyway, I'm going to call it here before I have a fucking hernia. Have fun. Good luck. Don't die. It's bad for the health.